All right, Carolyn. Prante.
Yes.
Coal banker.
Yes.
6 kids.
Yes.
Agent 15 years.
Yes.
Who are you?
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. But I like to have fun. If you can't laugh and smile.
So would you say you're the person that walks into a room and the energy follows?
Yes.
You're not the type to get shy and uncomfortable.
No, I'm definitely not Eeyore.
Okay. Well, Eeyore?
Eeyore. He's always like, oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So how did you get into real estate?
All right, so that takes me back to when I was 18. I took all of my real estate courses, and I just love houses and I love people. And, you know, as a kid, moving a lot, I said nobody really cared where we were landing or what the big picture was. So that mattered a lot to me.
So you moved around when you were young?
Yes.
How many times? Do you know?
Well, I went to 4 different high schools. And
you got me beat.
Yeah, well, we weren't military kids either, so.
Wow.
So that was like, I just wanted to hold people in their hands because it's the biggest purchase. It's where you're going to lay down at night. It's where you're going to bring your baby home from the hospital. So my passion was always there.
At 18, is that when you moved out?
No, I moved out when I was 16.
Wow,
I lived on my own for a couple years. And then after I graduated high school, I was like real estate. And so went to Montco, got my associate's degree, all real estate. And I didn't realize that I needed to take my test before I started having babies. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Happens.
So, yeah. So after my youngest, when I was pregnant with my youngest son, I said we were running a construction business and I was getting shut out of a lot of the planning and all that. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going back to what I'm passionate about. Went, took my courses, passed my tests, and here I am.
Wow.
15 years later, and
Wow.
I love what I do.
Now, the first 2 years, what was it like?
First 2 years, well, again, I mean, market was on fire. So the first 2 years was awesome in building my book. People trusted me. People, you know, they pretty much liked me. Not everybody's going to like everybody, but people trusted me. They knew I knew what I was doing. So that was all that I needed to let
Now,
people
where
know.
did that come from, though, that you knew what you were doing? A lot don't when they get in the business.
Well, I guess because every Sunday after church, I would go to open houses and I would talk to other agents.
Really?
Prior to getting in the
so
business.
this is like you almost like you had a menteeship in your own way.
Before I even knew what that was all
Where
about.
did that come from? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but did it have anything to do with you growing up quick?
Yeah, absolutely. And knowing where you're going to lay your head at night is huge. When that changes
Yeah, I
like
could
that.
appreciate that. I moved 29 times, 26 years.
29 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Only 2 high schools, though. 4 proms.
There you go. See? A lot of proms.
So you
Did a
got,
lot of proms.
what are we, twins? So you got into real estate, and without maybe specifically knowing it, you had some mentors.
Yeah.
And what did it look like when you first got in the business? Because a lot of people aren't sure of a schedule and how that worked. And obviously something was right because you're still here.
Well, and I won't talk brands, but where I took my real estate classes, I guess they assumed that that's where I was going to hang my license.
Yep.
And one of my best friends at the time said, she was working property management, she said, oh, you have to come meet Jay DeSanto. You have to meet this guy, Jasper. I was like, all right, like, I'll go do that. So after a bunch of interviews with corporate, I landed with him. He said to me, there is no crying in real estate. And I had my newborn son with me, and he was crying. There's no crying in real estate. Get your effing kid out of here. So, like, that's where it started. And I said, he's my man. And he taught me the realest way to do real estate. And I could not have picked a better mentor.
And then this was in the beginning?
At the beginning.
Without that mentor, where do you think you'd be?
Oh, I would be like probably in a very nice house, driving a very nice car, without a lot of friends, probably because you can just you could sell a house and then move on and not care that much about people. So when I'm doing a transaction with somebody, I'm in their life. I care.
So that was you and then his mentorship?
Yes.
And that kind of molded into how you do your business. You're saying that you went to it, like, the way you treat your clients like family.
Uh-huh.
And if it wasn't for that gentleman.
Yeah, I think if I was in corporate in the beginning,
Yeah, because you went right into it, young.
right into it.
So you feel like maybe if you went on another route, you could have been jaded by it.
Very much so.
So do you love it?
Absolutely love it.
What does 2018 look like for you in real estate and the people that you work with, right? Your clients and your family. You said you have 6 kids. So what does 2018 look like for you?
Well, 2008 was terrible. 2008 was just horrible. But I said, if I make it, kids, if we make it through 2008, I'm going to do this forever. And we survived 2008.
Wow.
So, because even in 2008, when you have bad neighbors and somebody dies or a baby's born, people always have a reason to move, no matter what the economy's doing. People are always moving.
So that's the mindset you had. It was, I'm going to make this.
I'm going to make it.
What's your biggest piece of advice to someone watching this then? Being that single mom with 6 kids that said, I'm going to make this in 2008 when most people quit everything. That's impressive.
Burn the boats.
Huh.
Burn the freaking boats. Because if you have an out, you're going to just row back to that comfortable shore. Don't have that boat.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got a new show coming out. What's that called?
For What It's Worth.
For What It's Worth. And we'll see you on that soon, guys.